Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our English class. We are going to continue with Journey by Train prose. Section 1 we have seen. Today we are going to see Section 2. I hope you have read the Section 1. The train stopped at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, the train stopped in the midst of the mountains, in the forest. In the midst of a clearing some 15 miles beyond Rothal. 15 miles beyond Rothal. So, it stopped at 8 o'clock in the midst of the mountains. Now they have to get down and walk. Some 15 miles beyond Rothal, where there were several bungalows. You know what is bungalows? And workmen's cabins. See, children, there were bungalows and workmen's cabins. The conductor passing along the carriages shouted, "Passengers will get out here." Now they have to get down and walk in the midst of 15 miles beyond Rothal, where there were several bungalows and workmen's cabins. The conductors passing along the carriages shouted, "Passengers will get out here." Phileas Fogg looked at Sir Francis Cromarty for an explanation. He is looking at him. Why he is telling to get down here? But the general could not tell why there was a halt in the midst of this forest of dates and acacias. So children, halt means stop. Acacia means a thorny tree. So I told you they stopped the train in the midst of the mountains. So they were dates and acacias. Curious, Passepartout rushed out and speedily returned, crying, "Monsieur, no more railway. Here there is no railway." "What do you mean?" asked Sir Francis. "I mean to say that the train isn't going to go any further. The train is not going further." The general at once stepped out, while Phileas Fogg calmly followed him, and they proceeded together to the conductor. "Where are we?" asked Sir Francis. "At the hamlet of Colby." "Do we stop here?" "Certainly. The railway isn't finished." "What? Not finished?" "No. There's still a matter of 50 miles to be laid from here to Allahabad, where the line begins again." But the papers announced the opening of the railway throughout. "What can I tell you, officer? The papers were mistaken." "Yet you sell tickets from Bombay to Calcutta?" snapped Sir Francis, who was growing angry. Snapped means became angry. "No doubt," replied the conductor. "But the passengers know that they must provide means of transportation for themselves from Colby to Allahabad." Sir Francis was furious. Furious means extremely angry. Passepartout would willingly have knocked the conductor down and did not dare to look at Mr. Fogg. "Sir Francis," said Mr. Fogg quietly, "we will, if you please, look about for some means of transport to Allahabad." "Mr. Fogg, this is a delay greatly to your disadvantage." "No, Sir Francis, it was foreseen." Foreseen means predicted. "What? You knew that the way?" "Not at all. but I knew that some obstacle means difficulty or other would sooner or later arise on my route. Nothing therefore is lost. I have 2 days, which I have already gained to sacrifice. So he has 2 more days, so he can sacrifice it. A steamer leaves Calcutta for Hong Kong at noon on the 25th. The steamer is leaving to Calcutta for Hong Kong at noon on the 25th. On 25th it is leaving from Calcutta to Hong Kong. This is the 22nd and it is only 22nd. On 25th he can go it. They can go. And we shall reach Calcutta in time. So he is telling that from Calcutta to Hong Kong the steamer is going. So you all can go it. And only it is 25th. It is going only on 25th. But today only 22nd. There are 2 more days to go. So they are very peaceful to go from Calcutta to Hong Kong. So dear children, you know Agra is one of the most visited destinations in India. The main reason is the Taj Mahal. Agra also has other attractions like the Agra Fort, like Shigandra Fort, Akbar's tomb and many other tourist spots. So dear children, please read this section too. It is very interesting. It is a story. You can read and understand it. Thank you very much.